Hey there folks, how's it going? If you've ever considered bonusing an ISA, rewarding an ISA for real estate, and you're not sure how, well, this is the video for you. Check it out. We're going to talk about all things bonuses for your ISA. Let's jump into it. All right, folks, as you know, an inside sales agent for real estate is a member of your team that makes calls. They're either doing outbound prospecting, generating seller leads, talking to FSBO, expired, circle prospecting, or maybe they're more focused on inbound lead opportunities, helping qualify, set appointments, and nurture leads from Zillow, Realtor.com, Google, and Facebook. Now, regardless of what role you have your ISA for real estate in, they are first and foremost a salesperson. It's a member of your sales team. And like anyone that's in sales, one of the biggest ways, the best ways to motivate them and keep them performing at the top level is to have a bonus structure in place. Now, a lot of people get questions about, hey, how should I bonus my ISA? Should it be per appointment? Should it be per month? Should it be per closed transaction, etc., etc.? Now, to answer these questions, I'm going to focus on one specific example, which is the ISAs that we work the most with. Virtual ISAs, remote ISAs, working outside the US, folks in Mexico, Philippines, Central America, South America. There's some of the best options out there because you can get native English speakers with call center experience. Power ISA specifically recruits folks out of Mexico and Latin America because they have the best native English accents and the most experience doing sales. Now, in this example, one of the best ways we recommend bonusing your ISA is having two bonus structures in place. Number one, your ISA needs to have a weekly goal. They need to have a weekly bonus. Now, a lot of people say, oh, I want my ISA bonus per appointment, per transaction. And we'll get to that. We'll get to those details. But the number one thing you should understand is that an ISA, it's a difficult job. They have to grind. They have to call 6, 7, 8 hours every single day, talking to people, facing rejection. They need to have a near-term, short-term goal that they're striving for, and they get rewarded for that quickly. It's very important to keep your ISA motivated and always doing the work week in and week out that will move your business forward. I'll give you an example here. If your ISA is focusing on outbound prospecting, let's say circle prospecting, a solid goal for a circle prospecting ISA is to get 1 to 2 qualified seller leads per day. Now, expanding that to a weekly goal would be if your ISA is able to get 10 qualified seller leads in that week. If they really stretch themselves and meet that goal, they should get a bonus for that. Similarly, if your ISA is focused on converting inbound lead opportunities, the conversion rate is very different. If they're calling 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 Facebook leads, for example, it's reasonable for them to get 15 to 20 of those to agree to a live transfer or an appointment. Then your goal is a little bit different. If they get, let's say, 20 appointments met appointments, very important to do that. When you're talking about inbound leads, it's not about just appointments set. It should be about appointments met. If your ISA meets their weekly goal for appointments met, then they should get a bonus as well. Now, the specific numbers don't pay too much attention. It's going to depend on the lead source, on your local market, and on the abilities of your ISA. But the point stands. Your ISA should have a weekly goal, week in and week out, so they know what to shoot for. They have a North Star. They know what they can aspire to, and they get rewarded right away for that. And that's very important because even though they're not generating transactions right away, they are generating what we like to call the leading indicators of success. The more qualified people they're talking to on a daily basis, the more they can move your business forward. Another way we recommend, the second type of bonus structure you can implement for your ISAs is effectively a bonus on closing. Now, those bonuses can be different. It can be $100 a closing, up to $500 or $600 per closing. It depends on your price point. anywhere from 250,000 to $1 million in medium home price. It's going to be that spectrum, $100 per closing or up to $500 per closing. Check your local rules and regulations to make sure you can do that. But for a lot of folks working outside the country, this is a great bonus to have in those transaction-ready clients. But understand, those bonuses come further down the line. Set proper expectations with your ISAs. They're not going to get those closing bonuses within the first 30 days. It can take 3, 4, 5, 6 months to really see those closings start to come in on a regular basis. That's why it's so important to have the first bonus structure, which is a weekly payout. And that amount doesn't have to be huge either. It can be $25, $30, up to $50 to $60 if your ISA makes their weekly numbers. Very important to distinguish those two because ISAs need to focus on both. Now, a lot of folks prefer the idea of paying for performance and paying per appointment, paying per nurtured seller lead, paying per appointment met, one by one. You set an appointment, you get $5 or $10, $20 for that appointment. Now, we've tried this before at Power ISA, and we've had hundreds of campaigns under management for inbound and outbound prospecting. And I'll tell you this, paying per appointment or per nurture has several flaws. One of the biggest ones is that if your ISA converts, let's say, one seller lead all week or sets one attended appointment all week, they're going to get a bonus. Hey, congratulations, great job. When we feel that that's not always the best message to send. The advantage of focusing on weekly goals and closings is that it takes more work to get those. You have to do the job diligently, day in and day out. You always want to make sure you're rewarding and incentivizing your ISA to do the job correctly every single day, all day, and really stretch themselves. Folks, there are always caveats that you should put in place for any kind of incentive structure or bonus structure. The most important is tell the team these bonus structures are subject to change. You're always evolving with the business. You want to make sure that they are sustainable, that they are scalable, and that it's a win-win for both the company and the teammate, in this case, the ISA. That's it, folks. That's what we got. These are our top tips to set up a proper bonus structure for your ISA and the biggest pitfalls to avoid. If you like this video, please crush that subscribe button. Give us a like. We release a new video with tips and tricks every single week.